Yeah, hello guys, welcome again to my channel. You're welcome to Catfish Solution Academy. Yeah, today I'll be giving us a very interesting topic today, which I'll be talking about our number one material for catfish farm, which is a salt. And before I go into that, once again from the background, you are watching some of our mentorship program we are having. This is our online mentorship program, and we have put a lot of things in place to make sure that the process do work perfectly. And I think what is good is working for us. So if you really want to join my online mentorship program, make sure that you contact the number on the screen, and this you can learn and contact me, and this I can give you analysis of how it works. It's an online mentorship scheme that can teach or can guide or can monitor your farm when you are not there. This can turn into a professional at a go. I normally say that, and it is possible, and that is what you are seeing some testimony from the screen. So I promise to take you, because of my time, I promise to take you through a very great topic today, as you are watching from the background, of salt as a material for catfish farmers. Salt play a crucial role in catfish farming, both as a preventive and therapeutic agent. Here, I'll be talking about giving some analysis on some of the factors that you need to know about salt. We have what we call the health and disease control for our fishes, which we use that for. I think that is very, very common among catfish farmers, and this takes care of what we call the parasite and the pathogen control in the water. That means strop, typically that is non-hydrolyzed sodium chloride, is used to control external parasite, which such as leeches and coal. Lot of it. We have the gill, we have the flakes, we have the coastans. A salt bath or pond application can help reduce parasite load in the water or even bacteria in the fishes. And we also have what we call the fungal and bacterial infection on your fishes. Salt helps to manage a fungal infection. We have the fungal infection, which is the mold. We have the bacterial infection, such as which reduces the stress and promoting the mucus production, which strengthen the fish natural defense. And also we have what we call the osmoregulation. Salt helps to maintain the osmotic balance in fish, particularly when they are stressed, injured, or during transportation. This is crucial for catfish farmers that may struggle to maintain an electrolyte balance under, most especially if you want to transform from a pond to a pond. It is better for you to do what you call the salt bait, or you do what they call the pond application, so that you can reduce some of the stress in your fishes. And again, the water management. I told you this corrects a lot of factors, parameters in catfish farming. That means take care again on it works for your water management, quality management. That means the nitrite toxicity of your water. As we know, nitrite is toxic. So salt, that means most especially chloride ion, compete with nitrite at the gill, preventing brown blood disease from the fishes. A common issue in intensive catfish farming, where nitrite level can rise quickly, salt will reduce and take care of all the problems. And we also have what we call the alkalinity and the hardiness of your water. Although salt does not directly raise pH or hardiness, maintaining a stable chloride concentration with salt help buffer water quality fluctuation. I've experienced this a lot of time. That's why there's a video I posted that I said you must understand and know the level of salt you are applying to your fishes, most especially those of us who are treating our fryers or any of our fishes with salt. The application matters, so that is why it is advisable, if you are using salt, it's better for you to use a salt at a minimum level when the water is low. Sorry, at a maximum level when the water is low, and you raise the water up maybe after 30 minutes or 1 hour, so that this can stabilize your water. Because if the hardness of your water is low, the salt will buffer it up, and this may be dangerous to your fryers. And again, the third one is the stress reduction in our fishes. That means handling, grading, transportation, and sudden change in environmental condition cause stress in catfish. Salt can reduce the physiological stress response, improving survival rate during this process. The fourth one I'll be talking about is the economical and easy to apply models. That means salt is relatively inexpensive and widely available for fish cure and treatment and preventions. Application is straightforward. A bait treatment, that means short time, high concentration on your fishes, or pond wide application, that means low concentration over time. So that is why there's a parameter, there's always a dose, a recommended usage for salt in your water. I think let me just quickly talk about the recommended usage. Yeah. So let me go to the recommended usage. I will just be talking a brief on this because I'm not really going deep into the treatment of a salt in your water. So, and if you really need the practical of all these, you can go into my channel and go to the search button on my channel and type salt, how to treat your fishes with salt. You will see some of the demonstration on the videos. So let me quickly go to the recommended usage for this. The bath treatment for your fishes. The bath treatment, that means you can get 1 to 3% salt solution for 3 to 5 minutes. Use in a small volume or in a tank. In one of my demonstration, there's what we call I demonstrate what we call the salt bait and the salt dip. The salt dip have more concentration of salt, higher concentration of salt, even than the salt. Yeah, this is how it works. In the salt dip, you can get a minimum water and put a salt, maybe like 300 grams, into like a 2 liters of water, and immediately you dip into the salt. Just go on maybe just a call of like 20 seconds. You have to remove it and put it into the fresh water. This will call the salt dipped. But the salt bait will be applicable into them when the water is very low in your pond. Before we go into the pond treatment, which is very common. Pond treatment is a parameters when you can be using depending on the size of your fishes. Some of us use 1 kg into 1 metric water, which means you can use 1 kg into 1,000 liters of water, and this can stay for 24 hours. That is what we call pond treatment. This is a gradual concentration of salt for treatment. That means you can conveniently use 100 to 200 kg per, depending. If you are using a very big pond, you can use it in maybe 500 liters of water. So, and this really depending on the problems of your fishes too as well. But like the nitrite level or the parasitical pressure on your fishes. If you are working towards the nitrite level in your pond, that means I told you once again, nitrite do comes constitute from the maybe your water is toxic from when you over congest your pond. That means when you overstock your pond. So overstocking your pond leads to congestion, and congestion automatically leads to nitrite. Is buffer the nitrite, which is toxic, unseen microorganisms in your water. So it's salt that you can use in order to diffuse or neutralize those systems from your water. And we also have what we call the chloride to nitrite ratio. That means if you really want to treat your nitrite with salt, that means you have to have a recommended to prevent nitrite poisoning. With this, you need to get a recommended salt level. Like somebody like me, treating this depending on the level of fish I have in the water. If the fishes are maybe they are adult fishes, starting from jumbo, I can use 1 kg into 1,000 liters of water, and this will automatically take care of the nitrite poisoning in the water. And because of my time, let me go into what they call into the limitations. Not to cure all. Salt is not effective against all and should be part of a bordered health management program. Accumulation. Excessive or repeated use can lead to salt buildup, especially in purely drained or recirculatory water. So these are some of the great factors of salt in our water for agricultural farming, most especially catfish farming. Salt play a major role in order to prevent, in order to treat our fishes based on your administration. And I normally tell you guys, we always ask caution in everything we do. Overuse can lead to sanitary buildup, especially in closed or on the circulatory system. By the time you overuse, that means you really want to roast your fishes. You really want to kill your fishes. Please don't overuse salt. It is highly dangerous. Not effective, that means always use non-iodized soil for your treatment. For those of us who uses table salt or we uses what we call the industrial salt, you must understand the parameters of usage. I think this answers some of my questions on salt usage in fishes. Salt is very, very important for usage in catfish farming. I recommend salt to treat any bacteria, any kind of infection you may have in your farm. So at this great point, I'll be signing up today. Once again, my name is Chairman Dr. Isa Abiodun DTN. You're a great uncle on this channel. Thank you and God bless you all.